Edition LLC, Crystal Edge Technology Screens, and our FLEBT company. Basic question. Can or does a white or gray screen read contrast? Now this right here is our basic projector. This is a portable projector, Masonic. I think it's Masonic. This is the only projector we use because the reason why I support this projector on our technology, we've been using it for quite some time. I've been using it for about maybe 5 or 6 years. And it does quite well. They only make portable projectors. It would be nice if they made bigger projectors because, again, this stuff, the only projector that I have that's an unnamed brand, from what I've known from the local name brands, that actually does work. Alright, so let's go over here. Gray surface. One sheet of paper. Now I have these debates all the time. I have these debates in forum sites over and over again about how the white and gray screen is supposed to be to see contrast levels. I don't know how that's even possible. I really don't. But apparently these debates come up. People will, in their demonstrations, use projectors with high contrast capabilities to be able to fool people to make them think they're going to see a contrast level, when technically you're just not going to pick up a contrast level at all, period. Your levels are coming up gray. Now this right here is our screen paint under our Alpha Cinemax. It produces a 100% contrast level. It reads 100% contrast regardless of the projector. Projector we have here only has 1,000 to 1 contrast on it. That's it. That's all it has. So, will this projector work? I go out and buy this projector. I'm going to use it for this setup. Can I display an outer space display on for this? I have a ViewSonic. I can't wait. ViewSonic's going to fill this thing all the way. I want to do a whole side screen setup on here. So we'll go basic to YouTube. YouTube. The reason why I come in here with these different random topics, because I spend some time in forum sites. I'm literally talking to people who make different forms. I actually had an interesting conversation with a company about their gray screen paints. And I was like, well, how are we seeing this contrast level? Can you please enlighten me? And they're saying, well, the projector. I knew that was coming because they always mention the projector. The projector, get a projector with a good contrast, and you'll be able to read contrast levels. So you're saying I got to spend more money. Can't use any projector to pull that. I just have to use those particular projectors. The projectors are kind of expensive. No, you got to use these particular projectors. Starfield screensaver. I should be able to see this with no problem. There's the Starfield coming up. So I should be able to read that with no problem. And a fully lit environment. You see how my desk looks? You see all the light that's on my desk right now? That comes off the commercial lighting that's making contact with my desk. So, let me get a piece of tape. Oh, message to my customers. You'll be shipping out tomorrow because it's much easier because I got a bulk here and I need to get, it's better if I just pay for everything in just one hit. Trust me. Easier for me. Alright. And let's get persistence, which we're never prepared for any of this stuff because we'll never prepare for anything on this kind of stuff. Well, it's just basic simple start hill. I would show this demonstration off. We had people in the room telling, well, it's not fair. Look at your projector. It's not a high, well, it's not. I don't want to spend a lot of money. I should be able to get a star code just from that. So we'll put that right there. There is our white surface right there. We have a white screen already here. Customers right over there. We're going to ready to coat that tomorrow. I can literally put that right again. So as a matter of fact, perfect example, we have the white surface over here. A new white photo surface we got for a background photo for photo displays. And we got a 2.0 screen sitting over there. It's supposed to be white. And a white sheet of paper. And I bought a white t-shirt. Oh, we do that tomorrow. Before you paint the screen. It's all going to blend together. You're going to be shocked. I told you. So as you can see, nothing. Nothing at all. Not seen anything. And this is the portable projector. Now we're going to see these demonstrations on these projectors. They talk about these particular projectors being able to pull contrast. They will do this in a dark environment, which is not fair because, again, you can't use it with the lights on. You should be able to. At 50 lumens. Oh, I forgot to tell you, my projector is 50 lumens. So I should be able to read. It should be nice and bright. Right? Now, I know people who make great screen paints are going to be upset by this, but come on now. Be real, okay? Where are you going to get upset with everybody? You're going to get upset with me. You're going to get upset with customers. You're going to get upset with distributors. People want to do business. You're going to get upset with everybody. It is what it is. So your screen doesn't read anything. And there you are on that side. That's what you pick up. You can't see contrast. It's simple and plain. You can't read it. You can't pick it up. At all. Gunmetal technology I have over here, it reads a darker shade than you do. I put it against that white surface. Take your screen now, put it against the white surface, pull contrast level. Every single one of those gunmetals I have over there will read a contrast level far better than the white and gray. As I explained to you before, the white and gray are considered to be bottom dollar screens. The budget screens. That's what they are. No matter how, if someone comes on and tells you, no, this is a high grade, gray paint, it's gray. The fact that it's gray means it can't produce contrast. The projectors and setups that we saw in the ultra short throw, the Vivid Storm, all those gray screens that were popping up, every single one of them was washing out. They can't read the black level. I do love it how we will accept the 100% red, blue, green, yellow, any color, we'll accept it. We won't accept black. We just won't accept it. It doesn't have to be black. We can just have a shade of gray. That's all it needs. It doesn't have to be black. Last I checked, when you're watching movies and they're showing a deep outer space dogfight scene, it could be Star Trek, it could be Star Wars, it could be anything. The underworld, dark underworld is gee whiz. So much contrast going there, it's not even funny. That could be gray. No, it's black. It has to be black. I think the people who designed the movie, that's what they were going for. They got the guy in a black suit. They didn't put him in a gray. So you want to see exactly what you're getting at the end of the day. You want to see true 100% contrast. And the sad thing about it is, the more advanced they make these projectors, it doesn't make a difference because they don't have a screen to read it. If they had a screen to read it, you wouldn't be spending a lot of money for a projector because contrast would be needed. It's an option you will never use. New York City. Black background. City. Skyline.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now my menu, as you can see, setup is black. It's all set up in black. It's not going to pull at all. It's only going to pull on our technology. And our screen can read bright colors because it's designed to do as the heightened technology allows us to read nice white levels. What do we have here? Another one right there.
This is Cricut Explore 3, our smart cutting machine that helps you make personalized projects. Plus, you can make in multiples. It cuts materials with precision and intricacy. It creates perfect fold lines. It writes, draws, and foils too.
I need that.
For custom invites that
I
impress.
literally need that.
And we've got your back with free online learning and a community to inspire and support you. So ditch the store-bought and make
Circuit.com. I'm buying one of those. You know why? You have no idea. When we send stuff to Vistaprint, it takes a while for it to come back. If I can make it myself, Oh, heck yes. Circuit.com. Remember that. I'm gonna go buy one of those. Because I can make my own labels, all my stuff. I can make them myself. That's pretty hot. I want to get a little contrast in there. We got a little contrast on that one. Oh, let's go back here. Yeah, I thought we were going to get that dark New York City. We get to no music in the background. Can't have that. That'll get you in trouble. So those you have gray screens, Vivid Storm. Actually, I'm on Vivid Storm's site. Actually, the site quite a bit. We post over there all the time. But if you have a gray screen, you're not reading. You're not reading at all, period. And if you don't believe me, when I jump on those 60 different sites and different areas we're going to be at, we're going to be displaying gray screens and white screens. And we'll show you why. In any area we drop at, they can't pick up. No matter what we use. And if I get an 8,000 lumen projector, you can't read. It's not going to pick up. My promo demonstration shows someone using a 7,000 lumen projector. You can get a white screen to read. So we're not going to start with anything expensive. No 4K, no 1080p basic. 720p projector with only 1,000 to 1 contrast. New York City screensaver, nighttime. So anyway, we're going to get what we want. Yeah, gray screen just came down. It'll be back up in a few minutes. And I got other demonstrations on a post on this too. And I need to clarify my, sorry about that, my focus on here. There we go. There we go. This is what I'm asking for. Get to the nighttime part. Because I want to show some contrast. Literally, we did this entire thing. I swear the misleading of freaking people's videos is just freaking appalling. Literally, just said fly over nighttime and it's completely all daytime. Wow. Oh, we have to go through, eh? There we go. About time. Gee whiz. All that just to find one video. All of them were saying nighttime. None of them were showing nighttime. Get my screen. I'm not taking too much of this. I got most of my screen. There we go. Some of our screen in there. Some of those. There we go. That's better. So I guarantee the people probably in here watching right now, I bet your screens are gray and white. I bet you they're gray and white. We get some customers here. Our customers come here watching, but they're too busy watching our stuff at the end of the day. Can you blame them? Let's go with Coca-Cola Olay. And then you got people coming in just are buying for the first time. You know, they're just curious exactly what's our technology compared to everybody else's. Now the first thing that's going to pop up is that display right there. That has to be in 100% black when it comes up. Art Vision. This is basically their logo display that comes up. It's in 100% black. It's not in gray. The reason why I say that because I'm not trying to insult your intelligence, but it's supposed to be 100% black. If I pull it up on my cell phone, it comes up exactly. If I pull up any one of these monitors, it comes up exactly the same way. It's supposed to be in black, not gray. And if you have to turn the lights up to achieve that contrast level, that tells you your screen is already failing. Another thing to tell you your screen's failing, cinema bars. Cinema bars are always black. So if your cinema bars are coming up gray, your screen can't read. No, I want to get a little more in there. I want the screen all the way over. So I'm trying to adjust this just right. So we get a piece and they get a piece. Let's do this. Let's go back a little bit more on that. I mean, let's be truthful here. Let's stop all the lies. Be truthful. Can you read the contrast level? Because we can read the white level with no problem. I can back that up anywhere you want. Pick a courtroom. I'll pop up there in a hot second. I'll show you the technology can read a white level. But a gray screen can't read contrast. It can't pick it up. And if you can't see contrast, guess what else fails with it? Color. Color goes right along with it. It's kind of like a little balance that pops off back and forth. Now, if your screen comes up too dark and you can't pick up a high enough white level, then your screen fails and becomes completely dark. That's why we do the demonstration on Old Faithful. We show the white surface and we show the black surface. It's not coded in our technology. And you'll notice when we show the white levels, our screen will produce its white levels. The surface is not coded as black will come up completely dark, and the white surface will produce a higher white surface as it's supposed to. We transfer over to contrast. The other screen will pick up its contrast levels because, again, it is black. It's supposed to. It's not supposed to come out gray. They're both all black, so they pick up the same contrast. And the white screen will fail because it doesn't have enough contrast. Now, when you switch over to color, this is where the balance has to show, which means the screen has to pick up white levels and contrast at the exact same time. And you'll notice that the black screen or black surface that's not coated will come up dark and dirty because it doesn't read a high enough white level, where the white surface doesn't read a high enough contrast, and it washes out. And our color stays balanced. Yeah. Now the gray screen, as you can see, it does pick up some color. It does have an advantage point over white screen. But because it doesn't pick up its contrast levels, it still fails. Because you're going to need that. And if you don't have that, means you're going to have to spend the money for an expensive projector to fix it. 1,000 to 1 won't work. Desired nature, AK desired nature. So that brings it up.
Getting that from YouTube.
Most simple as... Oh, what did they bring up? Desired nature, AK.
Getting that from YouTube.
To pull this video up is freaking... I like the woman with the black makeup. That's why I like this particular video. Nature Desire AK. AK video demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, there we go. See? I gotta read a whole entire freaking script of freaking code back and forth for this thing to understand what I'm talking about. Mumbo jumble it. Mumbo jumble it. Alright, so we're gonna go over and get some nice contrast levels, because we're talking about the contrast. There we go. Perfect example. See, your gray screen can't read contrast. It's supposed to be that dark. White screen can't read either. And this is at 50 lumens in a fully lit environment. And that black technology can receive white light in order to be able to bring the image up. As we did yesterday with the floodlights. You know how powerful those floodlights are? I can push that on an FLE screen and it's up to a read, because they're designed to absorb a ton of light. So that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, the gray screen's not going to read contrast. White screen can't read contrast. Gunmetal technology, much better than these screens at the end of the day, but it's a little pricey. And our technology, you can read it. We don't even need the projector. I'm trying to see if I can find me a projector without any contrast on. I have to find me something really, really old. I want something with zero contrast on it. I'm going to have to really dig deep for this one. Where can I get a projector really that old? Zero contrast. Has to be before they started putting contrast on projectors. That's what's going to have to be. People who make great screens will be, they get a little upset and bothered by these demonstrations, but you know, it's the truth. You got to be honest. You got to be honest. Come on now. You can't do dark environments. You can't use beefy projectors with inky contrast. You can't do that because sooner or later, it's going to get out there. You're going to find out. They're going to know. You can't fake that. Maybe you can fake it on YouTube, do a couple pictures and some demonstrations in dark environments, but you can't fake that. Because what happens when the customer sees that and they go, huh, I'm going to turn my lights on. Then what? The screen's going to wash out. Screen washes out. It tells us another thing too. You don't have ambient light rejection technology either. You don't possess it. Which, there are ones that did say they don't own the ambient light rejection technology. Sorry about that. They don't own it, so. But here's the kicker right here. Gunmetal screens have ambient light rejection technology embedded in them. Every single one of them. Because they're darker screens. They have the ability to absorb light. As a matter of fact, the ambient light rejection technology works best on much darker screens. And here's the problem. I'm telling you why he doesn't have real gunmetal. The Frankenstein, he claims it's not ambient light rejection. So how in the world do you have a gunmetal technology and it can't absorb light? It's a dark screen. It's supposed to be to do that. I've never met and never tested a certified gunmetal screen of any kind that didn't claim ambient light rejection technology embedded into it. So how is that possible? Because you don't have one. That's why. I mean, I go on the forum site and I say, look, that's fake. There's no way in the world a screen that dark. If this screen's really that dark, and we've had them here before, they don't have ambient light rejection technology. A dark screen have to be using no. Lighter screens usually have to be used in dark environments. Screens that are much more dark can be used in well-lit environments because they have the ability to absorb light better. Yeah. Let's go over here. These are things you got. Well, the average. Sometimes customers who have not done the research, they won't pick up on this. People have been in business for a while. We'll see it, but we'll see it. I'm gonna get this one right over here. But they got that outer space one, don't they? OLED demonstrations.
Reading that from YouTube. Pringles Harvest blends, blended with multigrain. Try them today.
So, this is the part that gets me all the time with the OLED horse right here. When I see this demonstration being displayed on a gray screen, they want you to focus on the horse itself and make you believe that you're actually seeing contrast, which means they don't understand how OLED technology actually works. See that black background, that awesome black background? The one thing you don't understand about the OLED horse display, and you can't, there's no way you can understand if you have a gray or white screen. What the OLED is showing, that basically, even though it can show this ultra super black background, it has the ability to pull multi shades of heavy black levels. Look at the different black levels when they show up the horse, the mane, the saddle, even the woman's leg, all that, the leggings, all that is different shades of black being pulled off at the same time. That's what's so fascinating about the OLED display. But they show you the OLED display like, look, we think we can see a contrast level. No, you missed the entire purpose of what they're trying to show you. It pulls multiple shades of black. See the mane? All this. And then when the horse moves back and forth, you can see where the black flexes. Yeah, you missed that. completely. Because you can't pick up the multi shades of black because your screen's picking up gray. That's why. So they'll have you focus on the horse and say, look, I'm seeing a contrast level. No, you're not. Because you have to pick up that solid black in the background in order to be registered as Infinity 1. And when you do the demonstrations involving contrast, I can't say it enough, it has to be done in a fully lit environment. Not in the dark, because in the dark you can cheat. See how the colors wash out? Yep. That's why if you look at the P2 with its 2 million to 1 contrast, it's being displayed on gray and white screens. That's why it has a difficult time trying to register its color and contrast. It can't read it. That's why they're in the dark. And that's why our projectors at the Optima GT55 and 56 and the NEC projectors can register in fully lit environments at massive screen sizes, even outside, because of the Infinity 1 capabilities. Contrast is everything. Without contrast, you don't have anything. Your projector doesn't even work. Like I said, some of you who think at the end of the day that your projector, because it has all the bells and whistles, and I talk to people who have JVC projectors, you ever seen those monsters at the end of the day? Yeah, because you have all the bells and whistles. Your bells and whistles are going to transfer to your screen. It's not going to happen. It's going to be access denied. Now again, this is no high-powered, expensive projector. This is a 50 lumen, 1000 to 1 contrast, 720p projector. That's it. When I told you that a gray and white screen can't read on anything, I'm not joking. They can't even read on portables. They won't read on no Faithful. We got 1000s, 4000s, 6500s. We got venue, everything over there. They can't read. Without our technology, your screens, your projectors don't function. So literally, this is what you've done when you buy a projector. You paid for half a machine. That's what you get. You'll cut the machine in half, they'll give it to you, or you order it, you open it up and say, hey, what the freak is going on? I ordered a whole projector, I got half of it. Quite frankly, that's all you're going to be able to use. You can't use the rest of your projector. You don't have the capability to use it because your screen won't allow you to use it. The projector does have the power, on its name brand, but it does have the power. You just can't be able to see it because your screen's gonna cripple your projector. Just like the white screen and the gray screen is crippling this projector right now. It has the capability to produce an amazing image. The problem is that it can't see because the two screens are crippling it. Let's go over here and let's grab, oh, we got this nice, I like these OLED colors over here they got over here. We got a bunch over here you can play around with. This has some nice OLED backgrounds. Let's get a little color in here for fun. Now, I know I got some people that'll think at the end of the day, well, I can go someplace else. Yeah, you can. You can go someplace else. But that's what the global challenge is for. It's for us to be able to say at the end of the day, there is no any place to go. We're the only ones who have that technology. That's why we're putting it out there next month. For any screen company at the end of the day, just send us the best that you have. Now, we've already been through half of the stuff already. Pretty much probably all of it by now. Let's just see what else out there is new. And it gives me the ability to say that, hey, look, we put a global challenge out for any manufacturer, any company out there to show me a screen that can match our technology. I'm setting up for the next level, people, out there. Because we have to be able to show at the end of the day that not only online, but everywhere, our technology can't be matched. Let's get something else. Oh, we got some nice, beautiful colors in here. Ooh, look at this. Oh, I know what I want to play right here. Um, Abstract art, visual displays. They're gorgeous, beautiful colors. I like these. They have a new one on here that had this kind of a splatter design, which I want to do. Oh, wait. I've seen these people do this one before. This is the one with the colors. And keep in mind, for those of you making black screen paints at the end of the day, you need a ton of testing on your products to prove that these products actually work. And most importantly now, since someone actually failed that demonstration from the door, you're going to have to prove that thing is black. One of the tricks I've seen in some black screens claiming to be black, they'll be like a really dark gray, so it can try to achieve higher white levels. But the problem you have with that, and I've seen companies do it too, is the fact that when you lay against a real black screen, you can start if it won't pick up correctly. It'll come up gray. Now see how our technology is maintaining the nice, beautiful, bright colors and the contrast at the exact same time. But the gray screen cannot read the contrast. And the colors are washed out. Let's see. Let's go over here. Let's get this one right here.
Like your period, you can't fast forward this ad.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Speed of absorption.
Blue screen.
I missed something. Can you say it again?
Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's start off with the white levels first to show you exactly where the color balance is, not picking up on the screens. There it is right there. Now from us looking at that right there, we can tell automatically from the door that both of these screens are going to have a very difficult time reading color, even at 50 lumens in a fully lit environment. What did I tell you? Let's go with blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Yep, told you. It's washed out here. It's supposed to be a deep, dark blue. So it's supposed to pick up. The white screen doesn't pick up jack. Green screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
And I want to show you the transition. Yep. Purple screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
And we show something pretty cool. We got a little outer space here with some multi-purple. And look at this right here. Yeah, see, I told you. So you can't read the color. You definitely can't read contrast. And this display, if I want to put this, oh, that's a beautiful display too. Gee, have it look gorgeous on my desk. Now I got me thinking. I gotta I could put one of those projectors. I could do the whole map out the entire desk. That'd be interesting. I could bring my entire desk to life. This shelf is actually big enough to put one of my ultra restrictive projectors up there. Oh, let me get back to this. I'm kind of memorizing, thinking about something else. Yeah, my brain's always going someplace else. I told you I'm always working on something. What about the white levels? Well, white levels, if this technology we have here didn't have proper white levels, this wouldn't pick up at all. Color didn't register anywhere at all, period. Maybe virtually impossible.
Grab 2, score Mountain Dew outdoor gear. Buy 2, collect points, get gear.
Sony, 1 hour demonstration, 4K.
Getting that from YouTube.
Yeah, let's go to the transition page. And there's another section on here too I wanted to check out. So we'll go to the transition. Here's the transition page. So we're going to show nice, beautiful colors first. As you saw when I showed you the solid colors, the gray screen doesn't register blue correctly, and it doesn't register the rest of the colors, and that's why it's not picking up. Where the white surface can't read anything. Now it's going to go into a transition where the screen's going to become dark, and you'll see from there where the gray and white screen can't read. And there's our transition. And this is why I tell you, every time I watch gray screens and I watch them go, they can't do a transition. So what they'll do is they'll basically skip that part and it'll go directly from here to here. The video gets chopped. There you go. That's a transition. So your screen has to be to change at will. Like these monitors here, they can change at will. If I put the same demonstration on here, that 4K demonstration, they'll be able to transfer. Oops, sorry about that. I'm gonna pause it right here. I got it on my computer here. Let's go pause here. Grab me something here. If you're going to be saying your stuff is TV worthy, it has to act like a TV. Sony 4K demo 1 hour. We still want for 1 hour too. 1 hour. And I hate to burst your bubble here, but PS5 does not run on gray and white screens. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be buying 2 of them. One, I'm going to be actually modifying both of them. But I'll show you where the PS5 does not work on a gray screen for jack at all, period. As a matter of fact, no gaming system will work on a gray and white screen because games, if you're a true gamer, you know from the door, they require 100% contrast in order to run. That's why people play them on OLED monitors. That contrast is everything. So let's go over here. I want to get this right here. It does a transition. Here's a transition from here to here. Let me see. Here we go. Go back a little farther. Here we go. I'm going to pause it right here. Pull this up. So this monitor is going to basically do a transfer, which means it's going to do a transition. It's going to change from this over to black with no problem whatsoever. This is how your projection screens have to function in order to be TV worthy. And it doesn't have to be OLED. Any monitor, it's going to pick up a contrast level. There's the transition. Now, let's go over here on our technology, and let's see the same thing over here. There's the transition. Can't get any more clear than that. You cannot call, and I don't care if you have ultra short though, I don't care what they call it at the end of the day. It's a TV projector. It's not that. You don't have it. You do have it, but you kind of don't have it at the same time. You can't transition. This can transition all day long. Any monitor, cell phone, any one of those that's not connected to a projector can transition from black, white, colors, whatever. And these things can be used in fully lit environments. At 50 lumens, we can run in fully lit environments right next to a monitor with no problem. So if you're 3,000 lumens a foot away from a screen and you can't register a black level, there's a serious problem there. This is what I'm explaining. And we got people on YouTube, influencers, talking about, oh, but it's a 4K TV. It's just like, no, it's not a TV, man. It's nowhere near a TV. Because you can't do this. You can't transition. You can't show a contrast level. And the contrast on this machine is far higher than what I have on my projector. My projector is 720p. This is a 1080p monitor. Go back and show you it again. This is why when I see people doing demonstrations and they'll have a dark environment, they'll put a TV in there and they'll go, look, it looks just like a TV. No, it's not, because you can't read the contrast level. I'm going to let this one pause here. right here, and we're gonna let this one run first. Tell you till I'm blue in the face. I go through this all the time. Every time I go into one of these sites, where they have these gray screen paints in there. Even the gunmetals can't even do that. They can't transit. They can't transition. They can't do it because they don't have an Infinity One. So no gunmetal will ever match an OLED or a monitor or anything that has a black. It has to be OLED. It just can't. It's not going to match it. It's not TV worthy. So here's the kicker. They make these projectors, these ultra short throws. They want to dub them as TV projectors, but it's funny because every time I go on YouTube to look at these TV projectors, everybody's casting these really dark and medieval dungeon environments. Why? Because the screen's going to wash out. That's why, because they're on gray and white screens. And if you are on a high performance gunmetal, you still can't do the transition because you can't read the Infinity One level. I don't care what you got on your projector. And I know people got JVCs with a 50 million to 1 contrast, and they still can't read. All right, let's go back over here. That's why when I see people taking out their little cell phones and they stick it next to, or their monitors, and stick it next to their gray and white screens, go, look, it's pulling the same level. No, it's not. First things first, can you please get that thing out of the dark? Because it's not supposed to be in the dark. You know that it's not supposed to be in the dark. When's the last time you bought a TV and you went down and bought it and the store clerk says, here's the deal, and the TV looks fantastic, but it doesn't work unless you're in the dark or an ambient light controlled environment. And the reason why, because the colors actually push better because the screens will wash out and fade. You would sit there and just laugh at this guy like, that's a TV, not a projection screen. This is a reality check. Because when I go on YouTube and I see people with these gray and white screens talking about it does the same as a TV, it's TV worthy. Your projector can't cut it. It ain't gonna work. It's not gonna cut it. I don't care if you got 4K, I don't care what you got for your contrast, I don't care what you got in your color wheel, whatever it is, tri-laser, whatever, it ain't working. And if you think I'm basically lying on that, do me a favor. Go test that theory for me. Go lighten up that environment, stick a star field up there, and see if you blend into a black sheet of paper. Or, better yet, stick your cell phone up there and see if you can pull the same star field you have on your cell phone. That's even better. It's the babbling brook. The brook is babbling. So 1,000 to 1 contrast, Pico projector is completely useless. The contrast is completely useless on gray and white screens. Excuse me. Let me say and put my projector. It's a Maxsonic. Get my specifications on my machine over here. It's pretty low. It's under the 600 by 800 res. I do know that for a fact. Let me see. We've been using this projector. We've been using it since past 2018. So we've used these projectors quite a bit. So mine's the PP71. That's mine, the PP71. PP71, like Sonic. PP71. PP71 projector. I wish they made these in bigger models. And I need specifications. Spec sheet specifications. Someone was asking me about using a 250 lumen projector for a 300 inch. It'll never work. Or for 200, it'll never work. Not going to happen. If you're talking about a screen size of that caliber, your everyday normal projector is going to have a problem with that. You have to have venues to do those. That's why you need those big boy machines we have over there. You need one of those to do a screen size that big. But trying to get that, and it's funny because I see on projectors, they'll say it does 324 inches. Yeah, I doubt that's going to have even be a possibility. I mean, we could basically try it. I mean, but it's not going to happen. I've actually bought smaller projectors outside on the 250. The venue projectors are designed to do that. All right, so my projector specifications for my machine. I'm parking the machine right here. And you can see how beautiful that contrast level is popping up on our end. This is my, oh, wait a minute. It is 1001. Oh, here we go. This is my projector right here. So my projector right here is, it's a DLP projector. It's 30 to 100 feet, which is the type of screen you're going to get out of it. I doubt 100 inches, yeah, no. Are we done 100 inches? Probably so, I don't know. Brightness is 50 lumens, as you can see. And there's my resolution, 854 by 480, which it means it's much lower than 600 by 800 res. And I can work off this projector. Pick up on its black surface, crystal clear and sharp. When things they say about you can use projectors under the 600 by 800 res, or even 600 by 800 res, they'll tell you that your resolution is going to be really blurry, the screen's not going to be that sharp, images won't be that sharp, and they force you to buy a 1080p projector or WXGA or a WXUXGA, one of the high-end projectors we have in 1080p models, which is, I think it's a 1920 by 1200. You know, usually basic 1080p projector is 1920 by 1080p. These are 1200 projectors over here. So they'll say if you get a higher resolution, your image is going to come up much sharper. No, it is going to come up much sharper, but you're going to spend some money. See, we can do that 600 by 800 720p because our screen is black, and you can't get any more sharp or detailed than a black screen. Where a gray and white screen is going to have an issue because they don't have the contrast levels to bring up that sharp detail and depth to the screen, and that's why they're required to have heavy amounts of contrast, which at the end of the day is going to cost you more money. And you're still going to have to calibrate because your colors are going to be way off. Sorry about that. Sorry about bumping the stand there. There we go. Let's get that straight because you guys are shaking. I was going on camera. My bad. So if you can't pick up on a white screen and gray screen at 854 by 480 resolution at 50 lumens, and like I said, it won't read. There's no hope for your 3,000 or 4,000 on projectors, because keep in mind I told you the more light that you have on your projector, the more higher the lumen count, the faster you're washing your screen out. You're actually introducing more light to your screen. You're gonna wash it out even faster. Look how beautiful that looks. Now he has this area with these pretty colors in there. I'm gonna see these colors. Area there. Let's see. What's all this? Another transition screen? Ah!
Every Triscuit is a simply delicious snacking opportunity.
Yeah, another transition. Come back to that again. Hold on. No, what I can say, change will be coming. I can't tell you about the change. I can't tell you. We have like, okay, there's two things coming into play. How well we're received out there, which I don't think we're going to have a problem. I think we're going to do quite well out there. Extremely well. That's not going to be a problem right there. If our sales pick up heavier out there than online, and I do believe we're going to pick up heavier sales out there than on here, because again, we do sales online, but it's a little different when you're actually have people actually staring and touching the screen. Whole different category. On top of that, as I told you before, that the place that I'm renting out, that nice, beautiful office and conference room, is going to be designed so basically we can bring our investors over to check out the technology. Because, again, as I said before, no one's going to sign a contract with you without seeing it first. See what else we got on here? Doohickey. Black contrast test.
Getting that from YouTube.
On the front lines in the fight against terrorism, the stench never left. The haze in the air.
Okay. Demonstration, you gotta show the white level and the 100% contrast at the same time. sorry about that. I guess I bumped my screen, my bad. Now you see the little dot transfer over. It'll hit our screen. Generates its white level. You have to show the black and white level at the exact same time. So that's the whole important thing to test. It's a contrast test by OLED. Or from this level. Same thing. The white surface doesn't pick up any contrast at all. It's pretty sad because all these projectors, they sell with white screens. Even Best Buy sells it with white screens. Sony specifications on that. Projectors with zero contrast capabilities. Well, we know these have contrast. There's nowhere in the world. I mean, an old projector. All right, what is the minimum contrast ratio for a projector? The minimum. Standard is... Oh, way under that. So standard for the minimum for contrast on a projector for low ratings on a projector would be 1500 to 1. We're at 1000 to 1 on this unit over here. So we're actually extremely low. 4000 to 1 or higher, which is supposed to be required. But again, we don't require it because our screens are black. That would be if you have a gray or white screen. But as you can see, at being 1500 to 1 would be pretty much a standard contrast. It's still considered to be low. We're at 1000 and the gray and white screen still can't read it at 1000. That's pretty bad. That's extremely bad. People talk standard is not 15 and 4000 higher. You would do this a higher quality. What we got here? That's not even possible. We're at 1000. Well, I swear. But you have to really think about it. When they're basing what they're saying here, they weren't talking about black screens. They were talking about white and gray screens. I have to put this in the bottom of the caption right here. So bottom line is, this is very interesting. I never really actually looked this up before. What is, because I see people with these crazy beefy high, like 2 million, 20,000, 10,000 to 1 contrast. But over here, basically, I look for what is the minimum contrast ratio for a projector. So basically 1500 to 1. But our projector is at 1,000, so we're actually way lower than this. And they're saying the minimum is at 4,000 or higher, which is funny that a gray screen literally can't pick up, or a white screen can't pick up a contrast at 5,000 or 5,000 lumen projector, which they're around 4,000 lumens, yeah, 4,000 in contrast. But we're at 1,000 right now. 1,000, we're way below the standard, and it still can't register. So they're talking about dark environment. Does this thing have to be it has probably under dark environments. It has to be. That's interesting. Well, I cannot wait to get out there. I can't wait to get out there. We're going to debunk all this nonsense. Well, like I said, you have to consider the fact that they're talking about a gray and white screen. If all the screens were black, you wouldn't even have this conversation. Minimum amount of contrast needed on a projector. Okay, so the minimum is standard is 1,500 to 1. We're at 1,000. Sony pinball demonstration. 4,000 or higher on a screen to watch.
When you want
Oh no, this is just not going to work. It would never work. That's virtually impossible. I've had projectors way higher than the 4,000 mark, and they couldn't read on a gray screen projector or a white screen. I don't know where they would even get that number from. 2 millions can't even read. Let's see. Contrast ratio of 8,000 to 1 can show a dark subject better than a contrast of 800 to 1. So Optima GT56s were 20,000 to 1. But this is all going to a gray screen, gray or white screen. Is 20,000 to 1 contrast good? So 20,000 to 1 contrast have a 5.5 rating, which means that's an extremely good contrast. That's what the 55s and 56 had. They had that particular from a rating. They had 20,000 to 1. Jeez, really bad check. Infinity 1 contrast level, which is called True Black. That's what we had. And you see a bunch of demonstrations of us talking about the Infinity 1. Infinity 1. Infinity 1. What is the meaning behind the Infinity 1 contrast level? Which is quite interesting, because if your projector even had the capability of an Infinity 1 capability, it still wouldn't work because the screen would block it. As you're seeing right here at 1,000 to 1, which is lower than the standard. The standard is actually 1,500 to 1 for a projector. It's standard at 1,500. And we're at 1,000 to 1, which means we're way under the standard. So as I said before, it really doesn't make a difference what your projector has at the end of the day. It can't read it. It can't pick up the contrast level. That is really interesting. I didn't know the standard was 1500. So that means the higher you go up on the ladder to try to increase your contrast levels, you still can't achieve it. Because the only thing that picks up the Infinity One is OLED. Because their screens are jet black. Let me see. Infinity One. Infinity One. Infinity One contrast. What is the highest contrast? Is the Infinity One considered the highest contrast? Yeah, that's the highest contrast. Absolute infinity.
¿Quieres saber un secreto? No solo me apestan las axilas. Por eso uso Secret Whole Body Deodorant en todos lados. 4 de cada 5.
So any projector we have that's under the 1500 mark is actually considered under standard. Oh, shoot. That's kind of messed up. I just thought about that for a minute. I literally just thought about that. So if 4000 is considered to be, okay, so that's the minimum, it's 15. If 4000 is considered to be standard, what the freak is going on with the Valve projectors? Because they're 3000 to 1 contrast. It means they're under standard when it comes to contrast. Jeez, that's jacked up. When you think about that. Yeah, just literally, that's what it says. Minimum requirements for contrast on a projector. Let's see. Let me get you guys to play this. Let's see. Minimum contrast is 1500, but the aspect ratio is 2000 or higher. Or excess. The contrast ratio 4000 or higher. Oh man, that's jacked up when you read that. Look at this. So basically, look at this right here. So, minimum contrast ratio for a projector is 1500, which we're at 1000 right now on our machine right now. We can't pick up on gray or white. Right here, let's see, 2001 is higher, is considered excellent. Now, 2001 is considered excellent, but the contrast ratio for 4000 or higher can be matched to the contrast of film used in producing high quality prints and so forth, and black theater and stuff like that. So, bottom line is what it's saying is that the Valve projector has a 3000 to 1 contrast, which means it's below for movies and all that other stuff. Here's the bottom line: none of it's going to work Because you don't have a black screen. That's the bottom line. None of that's going to work at all. This is actually talking about gray and white screens. That's literally what they're talking about in this right here. They're not talking about a black screen. They're talking about a black screen. All this would mean nothing because you wouldn't need it because your screen automatically generates the Infinity One. That's why it wouldn't be needed. It's pointless. It's like me talking about buying a projector with a heavy contrast over my screen's black. It's just absolutely pointless. Yep. That's what that comes down to. So that's where they're referring to. But it's interesting to know, but as I said before, that we don't need it because our screens are black. See it right there? Hold on a minute. Let's go back to that Sony logo. Oh, I just had Chick-fil-A, man. That makes my stomach turn. I'm never going to Chick-fil-A. That's it. The fast food, I ain't doing it no more. I'm done. If I want something, I'm just going to get myself a fruit salad or something healthy because gee whiz Louise. That's my body telling me that don't eat that anymore. Oh, man, did we get the pull in there? Ah, I wanted on that one. I want to pull that pause. Never mind, forget it. Let's see what else we got here. Wow. That's interesting to know.
Colors can convey meaning and symbolism. Red, with its fiery intensity, represents passion and strength. It commands attention and ignites the spirit with its boldness. Blue, on the other hand, exudes calmness and tranquility. It evokes feelings of serenity and peace.
This is why people sit there and they say, well, you know, he's using 4,000, 5,000 little projectors, you know, it's designed to make an image of so-and-so and so. Newsflash, you can't run on any projectors we own, not even these. It won't work. It doesn't pick up correctly on gray and white screens, especially white screens it doesn't pick up on. We're under the standard of contrast on this thing, which I didn't know it was 1,500.
Meanwhile, the deep richness of purple can instill a sense of regality and sophistication. In art and design, colors play a crucial role in conveying messages and eliciting responses from viewers. Artists use colors to express their innermost thoughts and feelings, creating visual masterpieces that resonate with audiences on a profound level.
This is why I can swap out my projectors. Pretty soon I'm going to have my mini projectors in here, and I can set up on my screen because I do not require to have high-powered projectors because the technology doesn't need it. And this is the reason why I said that gray and white screens can't be utilized everywhere. If I'm going to be doing a desk setting for someone, we can't use gray and white screens and it won't work.
Similarly, designers utilize colors to evoke specific reactions from consumers, whether it be through advertising.
Good luck finding one of these small projectors with a 10, 20,000 one contrast. Don't even exist. Besides, again, it's a waste of money. It costs a lot of money.
Different cultures attribute various meanings to specific colors based on their traditions and beliefs. For example, in many Eastern cultures, red symbolizes good fortune and happiness, while in Western cultures, it is often associated with passion and love. Colors have the power to unite people from diverse backgrounds. They serve as a common language that transcends barriers of language and culture. When we come together to celebrate events such as Holi or Carnival, We revel in a kaleidoscope of colors that unite us in joyous celebration. In nature, colors abound in all their splendor. From the lush greenery of forests to the vibrant blooms of flowers, nature presents an endless array of hues that captivate our senses. The changing seasons bring forth a symphony of colors, from the golden hues of autumn leaves to the delicate pastels of spring blossoms.
All right, people, gotta go. Thank you for your time, and
Colors are
God
not
bless.
defined